Hey guys, it's your girl TriniNatz. So today I'm going to be doing a story time video. I've never done one of these, but yo, you guys know I like to talk, so I decided, oh, why not spill some tea? You know what I'm saying? Why not spill some tea real quick? Hey, yeah, you read the title right. We're going to be doing a story time video about the time I was dating this guy, and he went to unfathomable heights to try to convince me that he was single, when in reality he was a stink, nasty, dirty liar. Let me get into this. Of course, we met where, where else do you go when you're looking for the cream of the crop? Duh.
The club.
I kid. But anyway, yeah, so we met at the club, and let's give him a name. We're gonna call him, we gonna call him Q, okay? So I met Q some night that me and my girls went to the club. I started talking to him after that. I remember the first time he called me was the next day. So in that first conversation, I was basically telling him about myself, and he was telling me about himself. So this is what I went into this relationship believing. He told me that he was single, that he was living with his mom, and that he was trying to save up to get his own apartment. He told me that he worked for a construction business, or he had his own construction business. That's what he claimed. I would say everything was running pretty smoothly, probably like for a good 2-3 months. I was in college at the time, so I have my life, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm expecting to see him every day. Just lighthearted. So even if like he didn't hit me up for the day, I didn't really dig no horrors because I wasn't hitting him up that day either. It wasn't nothing that serious. Boom. So then I think the summer came around, and in the summer you're not in classes anymore, you're back home, so you have a little bit more free time on your hands. It was a real cool, chill summer. Like, we had real fun, I ain't gonna lie. Also keep in mind, this is probably like my second supposed boyfriend, so keep all that in mind when you're thinking red flag. The thing about him was that, like, even though he was showing me red flags, such as one time we had the conversation, I was like, yo, how come I never been to your crib? Like, I never went to your house, I never met your mom. I like, how come?
Yo, chill, my mom is always busy, my mom is always working, whenever you wildin', the only reason I want you to come to my crib is because I'm working on a new apartment, and I don't really want you to see me in that light, you know what I'm saying? I want you to see me when I'm ballin'.
I'm like, well, babe, I'm with you right now, though, so I'm gonna need to see what you're working with right now, okay? But even though he was showing me kind of little red flags like that, like legit, he would take me everywhere with him. He would take me to family gatherings. We went to a wedding. I went to the wedding, and I felt like mad eyes was on me. I just figured it was because, like, I'm a new face. I'm not thinking nothing of it. It's like, you know how it is when you a female, sometimes you walk in somewhere and mad eyes be on you. I know they was looking at me like, who is this side bitch? Okay? That's why you gotta be careful with these fools, because they be putting you in situations. If something had popped off, I would have been clueless, okay? So then episode number 1 was when I went on, I believe, like, his Facebook or something like that. And I saw a picture of him and this baby. It wasn't a baby, it was like an older kid, like maybe like 3 or 4 or something like that. Child looked just like him. So I'm like,
So this dude got a kid?
so of course, bring. Hello. So you got a kid?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you, oh my god, please forgive me, I'm so sorry. It's just that I already know that you're younger than me, and I didn't want to put that pressure on you. I didn't know how you was gonna look at me, and I didn't tell you at first, and then as time went on, I felt like you was gonna think I was lying to you, and I didn't want to do nothing to mess it up, because, you my baby.
And I'm like, yo, I'm not feeling the situation, because it's not even because of the fact that you have a kid, but because of the fact that, I'm with you for mad months and you failed to friggin' mention that. And obviously, I'm like, so where's your baby mother then? If you got a kid, baby, you gotta come from somewhere.
Oh, she over there somewhere, you gotta worry about her, she got another dude, we been broke up even before we had the kid.
I'm just like, whatever. But being 19-year-old Natalie, I go ahead and forgive him. So after that, he goes mad hard to, like, prove himself to me, right? So remember I had mentioned how I never met his mom. So one day I'm chilling just normal in the house, and I get a phone call from him, and he's like, oh, he in the grocery store with his mother. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, mom, come talk to this girl, she's the love of my life, this gonna be my future wife.
So he just passes the phone, and I'm on the phone like, hello? Hi, darling. All kind of nice, sweet talk, right? So I'm just like, okay. Hi. Oh, okay. Wow. He only talks about me all the time? Oh. In addition to that, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, he was spending a real time. Like, Christmas Eve, he was by my house. He ain't leave till like after 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Christmas Day, he was back at like noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. New Year's Eve, we went out together. My birthday was February 4th. We went out together. Valentine's night, though, Red flag number 2. No, all day he's hyping me up for Valentine's Day, like all day. So you ready?
I hope you excited because we're going to do it big and I'm going to go all out for my baby.
So he tell me he gonna come for me 8 o'clock. When I tell you I'm ready to go. 8 o'clock, your girl looking cute. You know, we in there, we like, we looking cute. 9 o'clock, I'm calling him, no answer. 10 o'clock, I'm calling him, no answer. So by this time, I'm pissed, I'm livid. I gotta head on and take off my clothes. I'm like, yo, F him. So I go in my bed, I go lie down and I doze off. Minutes to 1 in the morning, my phone is ringing, waking me up. He's calling me. Hello?
Oh my God, yo, I am so sorry, son. I don't know how I did that, yo. I completely fell asleep. I just woke up. Oh my God, yo. I'm be in front of your house in 15 minutes. Be ready.
I'm like, get ready for what? Yo, I'm in my bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Where we going? Get your life.
Nah, I'm serious. Get ready. Be in front of your house.
No, I'm not coming outside. Of course, being the dude that he still freaking comes.
Yo, come outside. If you don't come outside, I'm gonna ring down the bell. I'm gonna wake your parents up.
Eventually, I go outside. He tells me his little spiel. He bought some little friggin' deli, $5 flowers for me, talking about, oh, that's all I could have gotten at this hour. And I'm like, this is what you came over here for? Like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish? Because this shit is not lit. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Okay, yeah, you were sleeping. Whatever, boom. But of course, being 19-year-old Natalie, she continues to date him. Anyway, so after that, I'm pissed off a little bit. So I'm kind of giving him the cold shoulder, not really like picking up his phone calls as readily as I was before. So your boy now goes out and finally gets his apartment. So he calls me up and he's like,
oh, I know you're not really feeling me these days, but I just want to let you know that I finally got my apartment.
So yeah, everything is going cool. Everything is going fine until I get a Facebook message. Friggin' novel in my Facebook inbox. Exactly the type of stuff that I don't like. Like, I don't like shit like that. Long ass novel in my inbox.
I know where I work and know where I go to school at and how, oh, she know that I'm with her man and she about to this and she about to that and if I don't leave her man alone.
So I just basically responded and was like, yo, I don't know who you are, but at the end of the day, if that's supposedly your man, you need to take that shit up with him, okay? Of course, I called your boy. Going ham, can't even concentrate on my friggin' college work. I don't understand why I gotta read essays in my friggin' inbox. Like, I bet you if it was time to write an essay for a friggin' job interview or a college, the bitch wasn't gonna write one, but she ready to write essays in my inbox. Like, what's really good? I was pissed. Your boy's response to this is to laugh, okay? Your boy laughs.
What? Yo, she hit you up? What? Yo, that bitch is crazy. She a stalker. They been over. It's crazy. How is that possible? I spend every minute with you. You stay at my apartment. Where's she at? Where's she at, though? But where's she at, though?
So, 19-year-old Natalie believes him. But it's like, honestly, he made valid points. We literally were always together. I literally was always at his apartment. So I'm like, it made sense. You know what I'm saying? So, the breaking point. One day he calls me and he's like,
oh, I broke down, my car just shut off, can you come get me?
So I go pick him up and I bring him back to my house while he waits for whoever to come to help him with his car, right? But he tells me to go sign up for this website because you can message people in the Caribbean. I didn't even know nothing about the shit until he tells me to go do it, right? So that night now when he comes over, I was like, oh, so let me sign up for the thing that you were talking about so you could, like, you know, teach me about it, basically, right? He's like, okay, cool. We sign up for it or whatever. I friend him or whatever. Boom. First thing I see when I friend this fool, one face continues to pop up. The same girl. Heart emojis, kiss emojis, I love you, my world, my heart. So I'm like, yo, who the hell is this?
Oh.
So of course I gotta go be a detective now. So I start scrolling through every picture, every comment, everything. I come up on this one picture and it's him, the same girl, and his kid posed up in front of his car, right? So I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? Because they are real chummy. It's definitely a family picture. And he's just like,
oh, that's mad old. That's before I met you.
Scream No, because I'm not stupid. He had recently, I'm telling you, not even 2 or 3 weeks prior to this day, he had went and put this sticker on the back of the car, and it had like prayer hands and it had like a Bible quote under it. And he had just put that sticker on that car. So I'm like, how was it mad long ago before you met me, but it got the sticker that you just put on the car 2 weeks ago? Yeah. And then what really pissed me off, he gonna have the nerve to tell me
it wasn't me.
I'm like, what do you mean it's not you? I'm looking at you in the picture.
Oh, that's not me though.
At this point, I didn't want to see nothing else. I didn't want to hear nothing else. I was livid. I let him have it. Mind you, my mom is upstairs. She's hearing all the ruckus. And I'm like, yo, you need to get out before my father come home and he hear all this ruckus. It's not going to be a pretty picture. It's not going to be a good look. Get the hell up out my house. Remember, I had went and picked him up and his car had broken down. So he's like,
what are you talking about? How am I going to get home? Remember you picked me up. I'm waiting for someone, so I'm not going nowhere.
What do you mean you not going nowhere? You better get up out my house. I'm not even gonna front. I was wilding out. You could wait somewhere else, but you ain't gonna wait up in here, okay? He got the nerve to tell me,
oh, but I forgot my brush in your car.
I said, oh, you want your brush from my car? Okay. I go in the car, pick up his brush. Now, where I used to live, there was an empty kind of like grassy kind of area. I was like, oh, this is the brush that you want? I took that shit and I flung it so deep into the trees. He was like,
oh, you mad childish, yo. You childish, son.
I was like, all right, well then, deuce, leave me and my childish ass alone then. Bye. So after that, basically, I continues to beg me and let me know that they had just went to some family function or something like that, and they just took a picture and it wasn't nothing. But I'm like, there's no way it's not nothing when she's putting heart emojis and kisses and I love yous and shit all over your page. I'm like, I'm not dumb and she's not dumb either. Nobody's not putting heart emojis on nobody's page unless they know that same man. Like, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? After this, we kind of stopped talking as much. But then one day he calls me and he tells me, oh, he signed up for the army, right?
He's gonna need support and he can't do it without me.
All this other bullshit to get into my head and flip the script and make me feel sorry for him, which he basically accomplished. So he goes into the army, which was kind of cooler because even though like I was just like, you know, kind of still entertaining him, I wasn't really entertaining him. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't around. But when I tell you he was so consistent, call me every time that he got a chance to call me. He would always be on my phone. I knew everything, like every fight that he got into, every argument he got into in the army, I knew about it. He would tell me everything. He would write me letters. He would send me things. Like one day he sent me like the clip off of like the first grenade or the first gun, some stupid shit. Like he would send me little knickknacks.
When he come back home, he want us to get married. He want me to have his baby. He want me to be able to get some of these benefits and I can move out to where he's at.
Mind you, he was in Germany. Ain't nobody moving to Germany. Boy, bye. So at the point when I got this phone call, which was basically that was it. It was done after this phone call. I was kind of like talking to other dudes at this time. So I was kind of over him. I get this phone call, right? One day. Chilling again on my bed. Just chilling. And this girl is like,
hi, is this Natalie?
and I'm like, yeah.
Do you know Q?
And I'm like, yeah.
Well, I just want to let you know that I'm his wife. And we have a child together.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I was speechless. Like, his wife? What? That was valuable information to put in the Facebook message. But thankfully, she wasn't on no rah-rah stuff. She just basically was like,
Hey, I'm not really trying to argue with you. I just want to let you know what's going on.
I was like, all right, well, if you're not on no rah-rah shit, then I'm cool. It's good. Let me know. Because I sure as hell ain't know he had a wife. I didn't even know he had a kid until like a couple months ago. Like, he's like, what? And the weirdest thing happened. When I tell you, me and this girl were on the phone talking about him for like 2 hours. She told me from A to Z. So basically, she told me that they met back home in their country where they were from, and that how she got pregnant for him. She came up here, they got married, and she basically lived in the apartment with his mom. Hence why I was never able to go upstairs when he was living with his mom. Hello. Ding, ding, ding. It was him, her, their son, and his mom. 4 of them was living in that apartment. I'm thinking to myself, the amount of times that I picked him up like directly in front of the building, like what? Are you dumb? So then basically she goes on to tell me about all these different chicks that she knows about him being with. She's like, yo, remember when he went back home for things around Thanksgiving time? Oh, he was talking to some chick there, and I saw messages. Told me that a girl then showed up at her house and claimed to be pregnant for him. She found some video with him basically interacting in an adult manner with some other female on his phone. And I'm like, yo, you know about all this stuff and you still with him? Like, what are you doing, son? So that's how we kind of started talking about other stuff. And she also said she had no family in New York. She had no friends. So yeah, she kind of was telling me like she felt trapped. And it's like, you talking about some chick pops up pregnant, that means he's having unprotected sex with her. I told her about his apartment. She had no idea that your boy had a whole apartment. She had no clue. Like, yo, that shit is dangerous. Like, you need to protect yourself for your son. If anything, like, forget him. What he's doing is dangerous. Y'all know I like to talk. I know the way sometimes these guys can get in your head. Yo, they could really get in your head. You really have to be strong. Yo, the amount of times that he's telling me he want me to be his wife and he want me to have his baby together, like, are you kidding me? I thank God for, even though I was young and naive at that time, I still had enough smarts to know that no, something fishy about this guy. Hell no. I'm just telling her like, yo, it's dangerous what he's doing. He's putting your life in danger and I would not accept that. That's unacceptable. She's like, you know what, F this. Let's call him. Let's call his ass. So I'm like, all right. So basically she calls him on three-way and I obviously stay quiet. So I'm hearing everything that's going on, but he doesn't know I'm on the line. So she's like talking normal at first and then she's like, yo, who the hell is Natalie? Because she just messaged me, blah, 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 blah. Yo, your boy literally verbatim tells her the exact same thing that he was telling me about her.
Who, Natalie? Oh, she a stalker, yo. I don't want her. I haven't spoken to her since I was in New York anyway. Since I've been out here, it's all about you, baby.
I'm on the line all quiet and stuff, and she's just like, Of course, you know me, I can't stay quiet for too long. So I was like, oh, I'm a stalker, Q? Yo, when he heard my voice on the line, he immediately hung up the phone. So me and her is like, hello, hello, yo, you there? You there? His mental is effed up right now. He's probably like, yo. It was just so funny because at the end of the day, from that point, I knew I was never talking to him again. The way she was talking, even though she was telling me all that bad stuff that he was doing, like, you know when you're talking to somebody and you're giving them advice, but you can tell that they're not really going to take your advice and that they kind of really just going to stay in that situation. That's the vibe she was giving me. Like, yo, whatever, yo. I was like, I don't know what your goal was in calling me today, but honestly, if it was just so you could know that I'm not going to be effing with him no more, you could trust that I'm not going to be effing with him no more. You could go ahead. You and the rest of Brooklyn and the greater New York area and now Germany, y'all could go ahead with him, child, please. I'm good. I never heard from her again. But your boy calls me that same night from the same Germany number. So, of course, I know it's him. So I'm like, is he serious? Is he seriously calling me? So I'm like, hello? Why is he talking like nothing ever happened?
Hey, babe, what's going on?
You know, what's going on is that you need to be talking to your wife right now.
There you go. What are you talking about? You know it's just me and you. That's nothing.
I went off on him, basically. We don't got to get into details as to how I went off, but your girl went off on him.
Ran off on the floor twice.
Basically, after that, I never really heard from him again. I got one more letter from him, and it was basically like an apology letter telling me that he was going to call me when he got back in New York. Which he did. But by this time I was talking to somebody else, child, please. Anybody got time for that? Oh, can I see you? Whatever, whatever. And I was just like, no. And I think he called me like one more time after that. Maybe like a couple months later, like I guess when he was on his next break, to tell me that he was back in New York and he wanted to see me. And again, I told him no. And that was it. I never heard from him again. And yeah. So anyway, that is the story of how your girl got caught up with a damn fool that was leading a double life. Hope you guys enjoyed. You know your girl got a couple more stories up her sleeve. So if you guys want to see, let me know and I will definitely get that out to you. I hope you guys are watching this video in happiness and peace. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Deuces.